My background, I started teaching at the Center for Visual Artists in Greensboro in college. This is my 8th year at Union Hill, and it's my first county job. I've got my BFA at UNCG in 2005, and I'm graduating this May from ECU.
Yay, congratulations.
I am the chairperson this year for our Youth Art Month, and I also teach reading to low-level readers in 2nd grade right now. My project is called A Portrait of Us. We provided a positive outlet for students to investigate their identity within their culture and society through their art. Doing this, I learned about culturally responsive teaching, also known as CRT, which is based on the assumption that culture is central to student learning. CRT refers to teachers who promote academic achievement, particularly among students of color, affirm the cultural experiences and learning styles of all students, and teach students to critique the status quo so that issues of social justice are addressed, are as important as aspects of matter teaching and learning. Why CRT? CRT increases student learning. It provides equitable learning for all cultures. It promotes self-awareness, addresses social injustices, and can be used in any classroom in any subject, including art. So what we do at Union Hill. Students were asked open-ended questions about what they thought about race, beauty, and to describe their skin color and racial identity. We look closely at ourselves and others around us. So we made self-portraits. These are some examples of completed kindergarten work. We did cover the basic drawing, proportion, looking at ourselves in mirrors, but we also talked about skin color and compared it to other people in the classroom. Some questions that we talked about is, what is beauty and does it relate to skin? Some questions or answers I got were no, because color doesn't have to do with what you look like. Beauty is about everything when you share with someone. This is Alejandra working and her completed artwork. First grade did the same project, except we changed up the materials and used tempera in the background instead of the little tempera paint cakes. First graders, when we were done, we talked about what we learned about ourselves. Josiah said, to be yourself, your friends are all different colors. Somebody was brown, black, white, and they are my friends. More student work. Third grade, we did printmaking and we talked about integrating writing, and we did poetry starting with I am, and they got to describe themselves around the border with gel pens. They really like that. We talked about what beauty is, a nice person, the quality of a lovely person. Beauty is about life. We also talked about race, and I didn't do this until the older grades because they're more, they hear about it more. Jada said skin is the color you're made. Skin color, what you'll be like, external of yourself. Disrespecting other colors, skin colors, somebody that doesn't like black or white. The paint colors they chose, I got the multicultural paint, and so they picked one that's closest to their skin. Some of these say, I am nice to people, I'm nice to my mom. I am pretty, my hair is curly.
Favorite color is pink, blue, yellow, and green.
Down on the, I need can't read it. On the bottom right, one says, I feel beautiful in my skin color. Fourth grade was my favorite. Students were asked to use positive words in the background that describe their own beauty. And I emphasized positive to make sure that they were feeling good about themselves. Some of this says brown skin, that she likes that her skin is brown, sassy, respectful, funny. Brown skin, black hair. Zuri said she was peach. Can't see it up there. Fifth grade, we made patchwork quilts. Students were asked to illustrate a time they showed respect in the community, at home or at school. Students then decorated their border with a pattern that represents their ancestry, which created dialogue with their families and their classmates. A lot of kids don't know about their cultural heritage. This is a fifth grader. The time I showed respect was when there was a man on the sidewalk who didn't have any money, and he gave him like a few dollars in front of the Dollar Tree. Kasim said, I always show respect at school. The time I showed respect was at Pilot because I did good and did my work. Marianne said, I be respectful, like follow directions and do what I'm supposed to do in my home, listen to my teachers, with my family. But sometimes when I'm angry with my parents or with my big sister, I lose respect, but I have to be always respectful, even with my friends when I'm playing and doing my work. This one's one of my favorite. This kid's name is Nawaz, and he's from Pakistan. It says, one day when I was very respectful was when I had to be respectful. I saw the troops from Iraq and Afghanistan come back after they served their part to fight for us and the USA. We had a moment of silence for who lost their lives. Then we exhibited all the artwork. I showed K, first and third grade at our school. I also had some exhibited at UNCG in our Gatewood Studio Arts building. That was up for about a month. I exhibited at ECU at their Fine Art Center right in front of their main gallery. The results of using culturally responsive teaching, I learned students became more self-aware of their identity in their local community and at school. They gained new perspectives of their identity and other cultures. Students started thinking critically about social injustices. We had Sonora Lynch came shortly after we finished our portraits in fourth grade, who's a Native American potter. Typical questions I get for Sonora from the kids are, do you live in a teepee? What kind of food do you eat? Some questions this year were, do you hate white people? Which I thought was great. And Sonora was really welcoming to those kind of questions. And she gave them answers. Other questions I got were, how do you feel about Indian mascots, like the Redskins? She gave her input on that. And is it hard to be Native American? They were taking how they felt sometimes to be African American and their injustices and relating them to her as a Native American. Yeah, it was great. At the bottom is my website. I have a personal website. It shows artwork, my presentation, and some other fun things for art educators if you want to check that out on Weebly. And that's it. Any questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
On the fourth grade project, they were asked to write words.
To describe themselves.
And did you tie the word beauty into that?
We talked about what beauty meant, externally and internally.
Did you get pushback from the boys that they thought beauty was a girl thing?
No, because Up front, I related it to race. What does it mean to be beautiful? What's skin have to do with it? Does it play a role in it? I didn't get any complaints. I didn't.